What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we have a very exciting, massive release reaction for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. We have some JC wings that we missed out on from the last release reaction because they got cut off. So I apologize about that. So we'll take a look at those. And I believe we have some more InFlight and some other various brands to take a look at here in today's video. So once again, really hope all of you are excited for this. And without any further delay, so let's go ahead and get started. Starting right here with the JC wings, 1:400 scale, Qatar Airways Boeing 777-300ER in the 25 years of excellent livery. This is Alpha 7 Bravo Echo Echo. Overall, really good looking aircraft here on the side. We can't ever go wrong with another Qatar 777. So this is certainly a very exciting release, and overall, I think a really good choice here by JC Wings. So certainly a very fun way to start out right there for the boys. Very nice. Next, we have the Northern Pacific Boeing 757-200, registered November 627, November Papa. So very cool to see this aircraft as well. I was very glad to get the receive it. So it's really cool to get another release here. And overall, that aircraft is looking very good. So very good release right there from JC Wings. Our next aircraft is going to be this Gull Boeing 737-800, registered Papa Romeo, Gulf Uniform Quebec. Very good looking aircraft as well. The mold is what it is, but certainly cool to get the variety for the airline. And overall, I think a good choice. So another good one right here for JC Wings. That's looking good. And how about the Condor Airbus A321 in the Passion colors? And we have Delta Alpha Tango Charlie Golf. I don't know if that's the city name or if it's just how they're naming these colors, which would be quite interesting. But overall, looking good there with the red, and I think that's quite a good looking livery. So certainly very glad to get to see those four right there. And then we'll bring her on up to take a look at our next aircraft, which is surprisingly United Airlines Boeing 777-300ER, and this is going to be the Sydney World Pride livery, and this is going to be the flaps down for November 2749 uniform. So a very cool looking aircraft right there. Very surprised to see JC Wings doing United aircraft, but it does come with the catch, of course, with the sticker, but still really cool to see this, and I think it's really awesome to see JC Wings kind of branching out from what they've done in the past. So a really cool choice there by them, and certainly pretty interesting. I'm pretty curious how the licensing works, but overall really cool, and we definitely love to see that. And of course the flaps up too, so certainly a very cool release right there. We also have a Boeing 747-8i with the sunrise colors, and this is going to be November 6067 Echo. Overall, really great looking aircraft. Really cool to get to see this one, and certainly a fantastic offering right here from JC Wings. So that's certainly absolutely awesome to see right there. And we're going to round it out on this page with the Qatar Boeing 777-300ER flaps down with the 25 years of excellent livery. So very great to see that one right there, and overall that's looking very good too. So we're certainly very glad to get to see all of those. Now we go on to our next round of aircraft. If we have some really cool ones, so let's go ahead and start taking a look at these. We'll begin right here with this Rich International L1011 with Stan, November 302 Mike Bravo. So really cool to see this in flight. Overall, it does look really good, and I think it's a really unique livery. So overall, a great looking aircraft, and that's certainly awesome to get to assess right there. Our next aircraft is going to be a JAL Boeing 747-200, and this is going to be Juliet Alpha 8150. So another really cool looking aircraft that looks really good. So in a pretty fair price too. So certainly very glad to get to see all those, and looking very good with that special livery, quite unique. We're also going to have another one. This is going to be Recicat. I'm not exactly sure what the difference here is. I think it's just different color flowers, which is quite cool. But overall, a really great looking aircraft. The different colors look really cool. So very unique models here for B models, and I think that's quite a cool offering. So very cool to see that right there. And we did cover the British Airways Max in the previous installment of this series. Also, this is video number 100. I'm sorry, as you can tell, the light's coming in, so I'm getting ready to film airport updates. So I was just coming over here straight to record. But happy 100 release reactions, everybody. So cool. If this does line up to be number 100, which it should. So really awesome to see all the progress we've made with the series, and it's been super fun. So I really hope all of you have enjoyed the release reactions. It's been super fun, and I'm really excited for what's to come in the future with these. So I'll talk more at the end about it, but nevertheless, definitely wanted to acknowledge that now when I could. So definitely awesome to see that right there. Our next aircraft is going to be another InFlight, and this is going to be the Brazil Air Force Airbus A319 BC-1A, and this is going to be Foxtrot Alpha B2101. I'm not sure if that's the item number or the registration, but really great looking aircraft right here as well. Actually, it's the registration item numbers right here, and it makes sense. So what an awesome looking livery that is. Overall, it looks really good, and definitely glad to see the progression on that livery right there. So that looks really great, to say the least. Next, we have Eastern Airlines A300 B4103. It's going to be a November 212 Echo Alpha. So a really great looking aircraft with the white hockey stick. I think it looks really good, and overall, a really nice looking aircraft right there. So definitely glad to get to see them producing that one right there. How about an American Airlines Electra with the orange nose? And this is going to be November November 6129A. I did not see that. Very awesome to see. And American Airlines Alexa, definitely going to be a popular offering. So really cool to see that. And I think that's a really good choice there by InFlight. So certainly a really cool one to see right there. That's super cool. We're also going to have a USAF C-130, which is going to be 995309. A really cool looking aircraft, and overall it looks really good. So definitely glad to get to check that one out. It does have the opening door too. So overall, really good choices here, and InFlight's definitely kicking it so far with these choices. So let's see what else we got. An ITA Airbus A350-900, and this is going to be Echo India Foxtrot with the cool sticker. Love the ITA livery. It looks so good. So really cool to get to see this aircraft getting produced right here. And overall, a really good choice. So very awesome to see that. And I think that aircraft looks really, really good. So that is absolutely awesome. Really great choices. This has been really, really great so far. And then we have this BWIA Airbus E340-300, which is registered 9 Yankee Tango Juliet November. A very nice looking aircraft as well. I think it looks really good. So definitely glad to get to see that one. The green and yellow also look really cool, like kind of golden yellow, whatever kind of color you'd like to call that. So that looks really good. Definitely really cool to check that one out. So looking very good with that aircraft right there. Our next aircraft is going to be a Qantas Freight Airbus E330-200, which is registered Victor Hotel Echo Bravo Echo. So overall, another very cool aircraft. I love the Qantas Freight brand. I think they're doing a really good job there. And yet again, another very reasonable price. These in-flight wide bodies actually give you pretty good, gosh darn good value for how nice they are. So looking very good, and that's a really cool aircraft there too. We also have this Red Air India Airbus E320 with the gear scheme, and this is going to be Victor Tango Echo Papa Kilo. So you got the ACT 7, also the breast cancer awareness logo on there. So a very important purpose with this particular livery, and overall looking really good on that one. So I think that was a good choice there for InFlight to knock that one out. So very cool. There might be a different brand up here. I'm not sure how this will break down, so we'll see. There are actually more InFlights. How about an Air New Zealand Boeing 777-200ER in the all blacks livery, and this is going to be registered Zulu Kilo Oscar Kilo Hotel. Nice looking aircraft as well. I love the all blacks 777. Would love to get a model of one sometime, but still really cool to get to see right here, and I think a really good choice. So that's certainly absolutely awesome to see right there, to say the least. Very cool. We're also going to see this Air New Zealand Boeing 767-300 in their older livery, not the teal livery, but the livery before that. This is going to be Zulu Kilo. Man, that's tough to get off the tongue. Zulu Kilo November Charlie Hotel. So another really good looking aircraft right there. It looks fantastic, a very unique livery, and I'm sure going to be very satisfying for many. So looking good with that particular offering right there. Next, we have this Ascent Australia Boeing 767-300 with stand as well. All these have a stand, of course. And this is Victor Hotel Bravo Zulu Foxtrot. So another really cool aircraft. Pretty basic on the livery, but I still think a very quality offering right here. So very cool to get to see this one right here, looking very good. We also have this Air RG. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. I apologize. Boeing 747-200 or World Airways, and this is November 747 Whiskey Romeo. So a really cool registration right there. Yeah, really cool to see the polished underbellies return right there, and overall it looks really good. So very basic and very comparable for that time, but you certainly can't complain with that effort. It looks really cool. Next, we have, we're back to Big Bird here in 1-400. I think this is a JC Wing subsidiary. This is going to be an ANA Boeing 747 SR, and this is going to have the Sturgo sticker, and it's Juliet Alpha 8138. So a pretty interesting aircraft right here. Cool to see Big Bird getting after it here with this aircraft. The sticker is really cool, so it's been awesome to see these companies like JC Wings and others really enhance their offerings on their models. So we've seen skin tags added to planes. We've seen kind of plane cards. Now we see stickers. So I think they're doing a really good job with the variety here, and it's certainly adding a nice touch to all these releases. So really cool to see this one right here. That's really cool. We also have Pan Am Boeing 707-300. This also has a sticker on it, November 435. Papa Alpha. Pan Am very popular with their 707s, so I think it's a really good choice and a good way to throw it back right here. So awesome to see that aircraft. And Aer Lingus Boeing 707, also with the sticker as well. Another really good choice just in time for St. Patrick's Day, which I know we're a little late to on this video, but happy St. Patrick's Day. But overall looking good with this aircraft, and it looks quite nice there with the logos and whatnot. So very cool to see that. We also have this Pan Am Doubles DC-3 with stand. it's going to be 33611. So another really cool looking aircraft right here, and I think it looks really good. So that is awesome to see. Let's see if we have one more row or if we're on to the next page. We got one more row. Actually, those are NGs. Let's see if we have any others. Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. We have a Virgin Atlantic Boeing 747-100. That looks very good. I think the delivery on that one's quite unique, and overall they did a good job casting that one for a pretty fair price too. So we love to see that. And also Korean Air Boeing 747. However, this is a 200B variant. It also has the stickers. So really cool. They kind of give them their own character, and overall I think they did a good job developing that. So that looks really nice, and overall quite a nice dynamic duo of liveries right there. So that looks quite nice. So I believe we're going to have about a page here to scroll, so I don't want to try to spoil any releases. So I'm going to just close my eyes and scroll it down. I think actually these are all previous ones. Let's see. Those are all NGs. Those are all Geminis. So yes. So I'm going to scroll real quick. Did I actually get it all the way down? Wow, that was impressive. If I got it all the way down without spoiling any, that's impressive. Okay, let's see if we can find where we're picking up. Let's see. Okay, so we're still got Geminis, and it probably still has Gemini for at least a little bit of time. Okay, JC Wings. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the best way to do. I guess we'll go from one over. So starting right here with the Swiss Air McDonnell Douglas MD-82 in their polished livery, and this is Papa Hotel Mike Bravo Zulu. Good looking aircraft. I think that's quite a good choice. It looks really nice on the pictures, so I think they did a really good job on that one. So overall, a really great effort, and that looks really good right there. Next, we're going to be taking a look at the Z-Tech Air Force Airbus A319, which is 3085. Another good-looking aircraft with the gray, and overall, I think it looks really good. So definitely really cool to get to see that one right there, and a great job with delivery. It looks very unique, very distinctive. So very good effort right there. Singapore Airbus A350 or A380 rather, and this is the SG50 livery, 9 Victor Zulu or Sierra Kilo Juliet. So a beautiful looking plane. It looks super nice. So that's really awesome to get to see right there. And ultimately, I think they did a really good job on it. So that's certainly very cool to see right there. Very nice effort. And that is a Gemini. Now up to the next row, going upstairs. We got this Garuda Boeing 737-800 in the Pokemon livery with flaps down. Papa Kilo Golf Mike uniform. So a really good looking special livery right here. I think they did a good job on it. So despite the mold not being the prettiest, the livery should look pretty good. So big fan of that livery. It looks good, and we'll see how it turns out. Very cool. And we also have the normal one because we know the drill. Pretty fair prices too, I would say. Here's the Condor Airbus E320. This has the Condor Sunshine livery, which makes a little bit more sense for this color. And this is Delta Alpha India Charlie uniform. So another cool looking aircraft. Pretty solid mold right there. So definitely really cool to get to see that one. That should be a great aircraft right there. Very nice choice. We also have a Royal Air Force VC-10, and this is going to be XV-104. So another good-looking aircraft right there with the gray. It looks really good, and they did a really good job on it. So that's certainly really cool to see right there. Very nice effort. And then upstairs, once again, here we have the South African Airbus E350-900 XWB, and this is going to be Zulu, Sierra, Delta, Foxtrot, and Louisville code right there. It's pretty cool. Good looking aircraft that looks really nice. So definitely glad to get to see South Africa and getting some good representation there, and overall a really good choice. So that's certainly great to see right there. Very cool. We have an Air Canada Airbus A320 in the old colors. This is going to be Charlie Foxtrot Golf Yankee Lima. Another beautiful looking aircraft. I really like the old throwback on that. So that looks really nice. And overall, a really good job by them. So very good job here by the boys at JC Wings. They did a good job on that one. Next, we're going to find this Air New Zealand Airbus E320 Neo, registered Zulu Kilo November Hotel Charlie. A great looking aircraft right there. Looks very nice. So great looking livery, and they did a really good job on that one. Very cool. And we also have this British Airways Boeing 767-300ER, which is Golf Bravo Mike Whiskey Alpha. So another great looking aircraft right there, and that one is quite nice. I believe we're on to the next page, so we will round out these JC Wings releases, and then we will pick up where we left off next week. I'm going to try to get it to the bottom. Okay, I did a pretty good job. So let's get these JC Wings going here to round this out. Sorry if this was a little rushed, by the way. I didn't want 100 to be rushed, but got to work when you got to work, so I hope everybody understands. Coming up slowly for this 1-200 offering. It's probably pretty big set anyway, so this should work out pretty well. Okay, so here we have an EVA Air A&K MD-11, which is Bravo 16102. Really nice green right there. Really cool throwback right there. So I think that's pretty cool. So overall, a good choice. And the sun's blasting the webcam, of course, which I'm trying for it not to, but just how bright it is. There's really no good way to get around it. So apologies on that. Anyway, Here we have this DHL or Air Hong Kong Airbus A330-200 Bravo Lima Delta Papa. A nice looking aircraft as well. Overall, I think it looks really good. I like the indentation piece right here, and overall it looks really cool. So definitely really glad to get to see that right there. Next, we have a JU Air Boeing 737-800 registered Hotel Lima 8305. So probably another low-cost carrier from that region. Overall, it looks really good. I can't really see the pictures, so I apologize, but I can only imagine that it looks pretty solid. And then here's the collapsed down South African E3-5900. So cool to see that one too. We have a lot Polish Boeing 737-500 in the Starlines livery, and this is going to be Sierra Papa Lima Kilo Echo. I like the Star Alliance titles on the top are different. That's kind of cool. So definitely cool aircraft right there. In Air India, Boeing 747-400 in their throwback colors with the flaps down polished. Victor Tango Echo Sierra Oscar. Recently got a Hogan one recently, so that was really cool. But this is certainly even better than that. So definitely a cool one there in the scale. That's really sweet. There is the normal one, as we would expect. And then we have a Norwegian Air Shuttle Boeing 737-300 with winglets. Did not know they had this. And there's the guy's name right there. Lima November Kilo Hotel Alpha. So didn't know they had any of those. So very cool. Long gone memory for the airline now, but definitely cool that they had that. And cool to see model manufacturers picking it up there for them. So that's pretty sweet. Still here in the 1-200s, here's a very, very, very cool aircraft. Might be a new mold. Boeing 727-100 UDF flight test, November 32720. Did not even know that existed, but as you can tell there, it's like all these fan blades outside of the engine, which is pretty darn unique. So definitely very cool to see that, and a very fair price for it too. So very cool mold. Whether it's new or not, I'm not sure, but definitely a really neat offering and really cool to see them getting after that right there. So that is super cool. Very nice job. We also have a Jetstar Pacific Boeing 737-400 Victor November Alpha 194. Very unique registration. Also got the very unique Jetstar Billboard titles. So quite a unique aircraft right there, and definitely going to be a popular offering. Here's a Lufthansa Regional ERJ-190 LR Delta Alpha Echo Charlie Alpha. A little bit more simple there, but still got its own fair share characteristics. Looking quite nice. In an ANA Cargo Boeing 777 Freighter, and this is Blue Jay Juliet Alpha 771 Foxtrot. Nice looking aircraft too. It looks really good. So that's certainly a very nice 777 release right there. Now we're getting the 1-400. Here's a Starlux Airbus A350-900 XWB flaps down. Very cool to see Starlux making the rounds in 1-400. JC Wings now getting after it here with their XWB. So I think that's a really good choice, and overall that's looking awesome. So very cool to see that right there. Very nice. And the normal one, because we know the drill. Here is a J Air ERJ-190 Juliet Alpha 252 Juliet. Very good looking aircraft. It looks nice there with the winglets and all that. So that's certainly a very unique livery combo right there compared to what we're used to seeing. So pretty cool. This is a Mr. Bean Boeing 747-400. I think that's a fantasy aircraft for sure. What made them want to do that, I have no idea, but it looks pretty cool. So definitely not what I expected with the colors and all that, but that is certainly variety, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, there we go on that. That's pretty unique. A T-Way Airbus A330-300 Hotel Lima 8500. Overall, that looks really good, and definitely really cool to see T-Way getting some more representation here in 1-400 scale. So that looks quite nice. Very cool. Here is a Boeing 747-400 Seattle Seahawks, and this is November 770 Bravo Alpha. Really great looking aircraft right here, so that's certainly awesome to see. So we absolutely love to see that right there. That looks really good. Very unique, and about time for another release of the Seattle livery. ANA Boeing 737-500 Juliet Alpha 8195. That's a very solid mold right there, so good job by them. They did a good job on that. A little bit tall in the nose gear, but overall not bad, so very good choice. Also got a Lufthansa 737-500 with the Panhansa titles, Delta Alpha Bravo Echo Kilo. Very unique livery. I was always fascinated here, especially with what they got going all throughout the livery here. Looks really cool, so definitely awesome. You get to see that right there. They did a good job. That's really nice. And then we have this Air Japan Boeing 787-8 Juliet Alpha 803 Alpha. I believe this is another new low-cost carrier, a long haul in Japan. So we'll see what they end up flying, but overall it looks pretty cool. I think that the logo is pretty nice. So definitely a different airline, but definitely really cool to see that right there. It's really cool. And we have this Cubana Antonov 26, and this is CUT 1425, another pretty big registration there. But yeah, I think this is a different livery than the one Gemini Jets did. So cool to see them really getting to use that mold between the companies. So that's certainly really cool. We have an X-Men Airlines Airbus E321neo, and this is going to be Bravo 32 Echo 5. yeah, very cool aircraft right here. It looks really good. They did a pretty good job on it for the resources they had, so certainly we'll take that. And a Boeing 737 MAX 9 house colors, November 7379 Echo. I have the Phoenix one, surprisingly, so cool to see this version of it get done here by JC Wings, so that's quite nice. And let's go ahead and move on to the next page by scrolling really fast once we get to it. Very cool. Okay, we do have a handful more, so let's go ahead and take a look at these. I'm also trying to just play catch up. I didn't want to have to wait so long because I wanted these to be fresh, obviously, when they come in. So, and we're pretty far behind, so I was trying to play as much catch up as I could. And I'm not sure what we'll do for like Hobby Masters and all those. I don't think that Jet Collector carries those, so I'm gonna have to look around and see if I can find a place where we can take a look at those. So stay on the lookout for those too. Anyway, here we go for the Air China Cargo Boeing 747-400 freighter registered Bravo 2476. Good looking aircraft right there. It looks really nice, so definitely cool to get to see that one right there. We have the Spirit Airbus E320 Neo in the Super World Nintendo livery, November 986 November Kilo. Probably will definitely get this one. It looks really good. Spirit's been doing a cool job on all their liveries lately, so looks good. Very unique livery, so love them promoting Mario. That's really cool. And JC Wings doing it too. Very surprising. Here's the 1-400 Guru, the 737-800 Pokemon livery, so that's awesome to see that getting ported down the 1-400. It should turn out really good. So excited to see how that one turns out. And there's the Air Japan flaps down Boeing 787-8. That aircraft looks really awesome too, so really cool to see them getting after it in 1-400. And we have a Cebu Pacific Air ATR 72-500. This aircraft coming down from 1-200 as well, so that's awesome to see. It looks really good. Very nice livery. Here's the Asiana Airbus E380 Hotel Lima 7641. Hasn't been a release of one of these in a little bit now, so definitely a nice time to swing back around for it. So a very good choice by JC Wings. In Aeromexico, Boeing 737-700 polished, registered X-Ray Alpha Charlie Alpha Mike for Cam. That looks really good. I think it turned out pretty good for the circumstances. And the first time in 1-400, I've seen a double antenna for the JC Wings mold. So maybe that's a sign of what's to come for the Gemini one. So that's really exciting. It looks pretty good. So good job there. That's really solid. Thai Airways Airbus E380 Hotel Lima 7641. It's the same registration with the Thai livery. It also looks really nice. So that's very cool to see. I think they did a great job on the color on that. That looks really good. Okay, we have a Hainan Airlines Boeing 77-9 in the IHG Hotels and Resorts livery, and this is Bravo 1499. Definitely quite a colorful one. Not as familiar with IHG, but definitely cool that Hainan is, so that's awesome to see. And then we have this Air Koryo IL62 Pop 881. Nice looking aircraft right there. I think they did a good job on it. So looking good on the choice there. And we'll see how the model turns out. Here's the Qatar Boeing 747-8 BBJ. And this is going to be Alpha 7 Hotel Bravo Juliet. A very unique aircraft. It's really cool to see them doing this one. So I think they're making a good choice with this offering. So that's really, really cool to see. It looks really good. And we have a Cargolux Boeing 747-8F. And this is going to be the city of Xinghu. I'm not sure if I got that right, but anyways, Lima X-Ray Victor Charlie Golf. So quite a good looking aircraft there on the 7th right. That looks really nice. Very cool. All right, this will be our last row. I'll actually leave Phoenix here and see if I can find the outlying JC Wings releases. There's one more, and let me see if I can get all the way over so we don't spoil any of the others. There's your hint for next video, but it's just a Hainan flaps down 77-9. Very cool. So that will do it for today's release reaction, number 100. I've been loving this series, and I'm really excited for what's coming here in the future. Let me know if you have any suggestions, if there's any other brands you'd like to see me cover, but definitely, of course, JC Wings, Phoenix, Aviation 400, all these great brands, and I'm excited to continue the catch up. And again, I'm going to have to look around because I think that Jet Collector doesn't quite have every single manufacturer that I want to cover, so I'm going to check around for Hobby Master, Herpa. I think they have Herpa. I just don't think Herpa's done a release, but I'll keep looking around and seeing what we got to make sure that we're not missing any. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.